Oh, I'm bad for people. I don't mean to be, but I can't help myself. So I'm being generous to you, Don. Kind. Kinder than I've ever been to anybody before. But I can't be much longer. So go. Leave me.
He had to come back to me. He couldn't help himself. He wouldn't know how to fight as hard as I to keep from going to him. Press, I can't believe it's you here. I dreamed about it so long. A lifetime. No. Longer than that. I put on this white dress for you. To help me tell you how humbly I ask you to forgive me.
I'm very grateful to members of the Academy and members of the Screen Actors Guild for this award.
Oui, I know. And we enjoyed it very much, too. She's a lovely actress, Mary. Oui.
Oui, madame.
She has such twinkling eyes and such a funny little twitter when she speaks. Yes, I can well imagine Flo being in love with her.
This old rat trap yours? Open it. Open it! You'll see what's in it. There's a thief in every kitchen. When did you see Lee's?
My mother gave them to me.
Save them for your own brats.
War, war, war. This war talk's spoiling all the fun at every party this spring. I get so bored I could scream. Besides, there isn't going to be any war.
Not gonna be any war. Why, honey, of course there's gonna be a war.
If either of you boys says war, just once again, I'll go in the house and slam the door.
You know I fib a good deal. After all, a woman's charm is 50% illusion. When a thing is important, I tell the truth. And this is the truth. I never cheated my sister, or you, or anyone else on earth as long as I lived.
Whoever you are, I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
I'm quite well enough, and I want to go. Lady Dalrymple was very kind to me when I was small, and I'm going. I must get out of this house, meet people, and see a little of what's going on in the world. I'm going to this reception, Gregory.
Long, empty days in which the consciousness of living came only through pain, hardly melodrama. And then slowly, finally struggling up, out of the water, into the light, into the air, thinking, yes, perhaps, yes, I may be, I must be, I am.
If I were not mad, I could have helped you. Whatever you had done, I could have pitied and protected you. But because I am mad, I hate you. Because I am mad, I have betrayed you. And because I am mad, I'm rejoicing in my heart without a shred of pity, without a shred of regret, watching you go with glory in my heart.
You are Lieutenant Pearson, aren't you?
I sure am. How did you know?
From old photographs. I used to know your mother and father in Pearson Falls. I heard you were coming in on this train. My name's Norris.
He finds me pleasing.
Oh, yes, I'm sure he does. 100 women are prettier, 1,000 more clever than you, have one virtue that outshines them all.
What is that?
Your money.
Father.
You have nothing else.
What a terrible thing to say to me.
I will attend to that. It's for me.
Yes, miss.
Bolt it, Mariah.
Bolt it?
Bolt the door, Mariah.
Yes, miss.
He let me sit on his lap. He let me hug him. He told me I was beautiful. He stayed in that house for 1 week and taught me more about evil than any 13-year-old girl in the world knew.
Glory, don't.
You haven't heard the worst of it yet. I loved it. Every awful moment of it, I loved.
Hey, you, played football, huh?
Well, yes, I was a quarterback, but I was much more adept at boxing, really.
Boxing? You hear that, George?
Yes, Martha?
You must have been pretty good at it. You don't look like you got hit in the face at all.
He was intercollegiate state and middleweight champion.
Honey.
Well, you were.
You still look like you have a pretty good body now, too. Is that right? Have you? George, our son does not have blue hair. Or blue eyes, for that matter. He has green eyes like me. Beautiful, beautiful green eyes.
He has blue eyes, Martha.
Green.
Blue, Martha.
Green, you bastard.
Tut, tut, tut.
Tut, 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 you sub, you old floozy.
Aren't they
charming, Ursula.
Charming? Won't they do anything to us?
Oh, I'm sure they won't.
I'm frightened.
Keep singing.
Well, in the past 2 days, you have picked me up in the rain, given me tea, bought me lunch, lured me to this hideaway with the intention, I presume, of getting me into bed for what you Americans so charmingly call a quickie. Is that a fair resume so far?
Why do women always think the worst? Why does sex always have to be the first thing that... Yes.
Struck out in the sack is, I assume, a mixed metaphor, undoubtedly American and probably nasty.
It'll do.
And may I point out, as you have so obviously never noticed, women are a little different from men. They require time, a little sensitivity.
English women.
All women! Anybody but a superannuated Boy Scout would know that.